So in D3 yesterday, we were talking about histograms, and I said I would do a quick video once I remembered how I'd actually done the histogram that I had in the example. So you remember that the built-in histogram in Excel 2016 only allows one data set per histogram, and that seems very limited. So here's another way of doing it. First of all, let's just play around with it. So I have just created these three columns: bin, joint, and material. And so I set these. I just typed in these numbers here for the bin ranges. I'm going to go ahead and, because a couple people asked me about this too. Let's just say I want to spiff this up. I'm going to add borders by coming up to this in the font area or this layout area. If I go to all borders, it will fill in borders, and then if I go to thick outside border area, it creates that look. You may have different presets. You may have to play around with it, but anyway, that's how you do that. So first thing I need to do is I'm going to add a frequency formula here. So I'm going to say equals, and then in Excel, if you start typing in what you know is going to be the name of a equation, it will show up. You double click it, and now I'm going to select the data that I want for joints. So it's all the joint data. Come up, hit a comma, and then select the bin. So it's the frequency and the ranges that I want the to see what the frequency is. And so now I have this in one cell. The problem we were having yesterday is how do we get this in all these cells? So I need to select the cells that I want to put the equation into, the array equation. I'm going to hit F2. That's going to allow me to edit that equation now. So you see I'm editing the equation. And then if I hit Control-Shift-Enter, it applies that equation to all of these cells. Okay? So if let's do the same thing over here. And for materials, equals frequency, material data, comma, bin data, enter, select the cell, hit F2 for editing. I'm assuming that's the same preset in yours. If not, you'll have to figure out what it is. Actually not. I'm going to select all of these again that I want to put the equation into, the array equation, hit F2, now Control-Shift-Enter, and I have all my data there. Now, I am going to, and there was a question, if you'll count them up, this is the correct number. So this seems correct. I mean the correct number of data points. So now I'm going to go to Insert, Charts. I'm going to go to a column chart, and I'm going to do the clustered column. If let me just line this up. I usually try to make these make some sense. Anyway, whatever. So I'm going to go to Select Data, and I'm going to add a data set. So add. I'm going to call this joints. I'm going to add the joint data. Hit Enter. Say OK. Now I'm going to add another data set. Call it material. Enter that data. Okay. But now you see our x-axis is just the iterations. We have, the first, second, third, fourth, fifth bin. I can now come and edit the horizontal category, the x-axis, and select the bin ranges, and now I have the actual range that I want in the chart. So now let's just play around with this a little bit, because some people are still asking about this. Again, I don't know, in Max it's different, and I don't care about Max, so I haven't learned it. Maybe I should do that, but get a PC. Anyway, that's my prejudice. But so in a PC, I can just come and select the chart, hit this plus sign, and add various features. Sometimes it's a little bit sketchy. Come on now. Come back out of this. Yeah, that was a great example. I'm not sure what was going on there. I was not selecting I think I was selecting the interior data as opposed to the chart itself. Anyway, so then I have these different options of things I can add to the chart. So I can do an axis title, I can do a chart title, I can add a legend, which is the data sets, and then I can come in and edit these. So whatever title I want to call this, joint and material relative overlaps or whatever. I'm not gonna blah blah blah. And then I can edit my chart titles, move them around, etc. I can also add a border. So to my chart. Anyway, so the point is, once you get this set up, get your data in your chart, you can mess around with all the different aesthetics to make it a clean looking chart. Anyway, okay, that's it. Hope this helps.